Hi everybody, so let's step into Photoshop. Let's start with today's tutorial. Alright, so in Photoshop you just go to the file over here and then you go to new, and we are going to use a dimension that I use often in almost all of my videos. Okay, I'm going to set here to pixels, and then I'm going to type 2000 over here, and then type 2000 over here as well. We are going to call it church flyer, and then we're going to set here to RGB color 8-bit white, and then just leave it like that. Click on create. Now also we want to go to our view over here, go and bring our guard layouts. You all know I also like to use guard layouts a lot. It helps you to align your document very nicely. As you click on here, and then over here I'm going to set it to 6. If you cannot have access to this, please click here on the columns. You'll be able to have access to it. Click on the rows as well, and then type 6 over here. Over here the glitter, type 0. The gutter over here, type 0. Click on margin and then type 100. Now copy it and then paste 100 across board, and then click on OK. Now Ctrl R to bring our rulers like that, and then drag it all the way here, something like that. Something like this is quite better. Ctrl H will help you to hide the lines. Ctrl H will bring back the lines. Okay, so we are now set up. Let's start with our background, and we want to start with by creating a new layer over here. Let's go and pick our brush, this brush, and then pick the brush to make sure your caps lock is off, and then increase the size of the brush. Now come over here and pick this particular color code, E3391F. Click on OK, and then brush this side. Want to brush this side, also want to brush this side, increase the size a little bit, brush this side. Okay, now add another one again, and then come here, pick this color, pick around this area. Okay, and click OK. Now click here, hold shift and come and click here. It will spread it across like that nicely for you. And then you want to create another one again. Now you want to come over here and pick this color code 098E9B and click on OK, and then click somewhere here, hold shift and come and click here as well. Okay, and then create another layer. Okay, and come and pick another color again. You're going to use 161F30. Click on OK, and then brush this side. So this is what we have now. You want to put everything in a group and then Ctrl G. Okay, let's call it colors. Now these colors really blend together, so we don't really have a problem with that. I want you to right click it, and then you go for convert to smart object. Now you want to go to filter, you want to go to blur, you want to go to Gaussian blur, and then over here let's set it to 240. Click on OK. It blends it nicely like that. You can see how it blended it nicely. That's what we want. Now it looks quite better. Also we want to put it in a group, and I want to call it BG for background. There are more things you're going to add to the background, but for now let's stick to this. You also want to start with your text. Pick your text tool over here, horizontal type text, and come and type over here, and then go and pick the ignite, copy it and come and paste it in. Click on your move tool so that you can move it about. You also want to go here and set it to go to paragraph and set it over here. If you can't find your paragraph, go to Windows, look for paragraph, and you have access to this. You want to give it left aligned, and then go to character. Let's go and look for a different font called Matchmaker. Okay, Matchmaker, exactly. Let's make the tracking here 0, and then let's give it this color code 930707. Click on OK. Okay, and then let's make here 104. Enter. That is it. Let's click on our move to, and then let's move it here. Okay, Control T. Let's drag it this way like that, a little bit bigger like that. Okay. So let's stick to this for now. Control J to duplicate it. I want you to come here and come and pick 30 minutes prayers. Double click it and then Control V to paste it. Now I want you to click on your move tool and move it down as well. Control T, hold this side and drag it in. Okay, now you can see my chain over here has been activated, so I am able to move it proportionally. Okay, so if you are going to do that, make sure your chain over here is clicked upon, else you're going to have it distorted. You don't want your text to be distorted. It doesn't look too professional. Also guys, make sure your auto select is also off as well. That way you can easily move it. Click over here, okay, and then move your text there, and then move it there like that. Let's see. Okay, so I think this is quite better. We also want to add a few stuff to it. Okay, so we want people to know that it's a live program, so let's go and then let's pick this live streaming, because almost all the time we are streaming. There's no visible location you would say you are going to have the meeting, so we want to communicate it to people that it's live. Enter, click on your move to again and then move it, push it somewhere here. Now, I know what you're thinking. You are saying you can't see it well, it's not really legible. Let's drag this one up. We will come to that very soon. Okay, and so we are almost done with the theme or the ignite. Come here and pick the ellipse tool over here, hold shift and just drag and create something like that. Okay, now go here, make sure the stroke is off, and then the fill over here, click at this side and let's give it a color code. We want to use FFD822, this yellow color. Click on your move tool and then drag it underneath ignite and then move it over here. Okay, so this is fairly good. Now you want to put everything in a group. Control J and then let's call it ignite. Let's close this background as well. So we are done with both of them, but like I said, one cannot really see it well. So what we want to do is drag it down a little bit. Just drag it down a little bit. Okay, somewhere here is quite better. And then double click it and then let's go to stroke. I want to give you some stroke, and then the stroke, we are going to set a stroke to color white and then enter. The size over here, we are going to give it 6 exactly. We also want it to be outside over here, and then want it to be normal. The opacity, want it to be 100% color white over here guys, and click on OK. And all of a sudden the ignite just stands out a little bit more. Now you're done with the ignite. Let's bring in the rest of the text again. Let's bring join. Click on your text tool over here, the T over here, type over here, and then Control V to paste it. We want to use a different font for it. The font is called Adventure. Okay, Adventure Regular. That is what we are going to use. And then Control H to bring our lines. Click on your move tool so that we can move it there like that. Control J and then move it like that. Exactly. Control J to duplicate it, sorry guys, and then move it. And then let's pick US or us. Okay, double click it and then paste it there. Click on your move tool and then move it there like that as well. Ctrl J to duplicate us, bring it here, and then let's pick today and then let's paste it there. Now you want to drag today here to, in fact today we want today to be a little bit bigger, so we're gonna make sure it's like this, and then let's drag it down. Okay, now what we are going to do is let's drag today here a little bit. Let's see. Okay, somewhere here is quite better. What we want to do is select all three, Ctrl T, and rotate it like this. Drag it like that. Okay. Okay, something like this looks good. Enter. Now I want to give it a specific color. The color I want us to give it is basically 161 F30. Enter. Okay, now this is the color I want us to give it, and I feel like today should go in a little bit and go in like that, like that, like that. Okay, so this looks quite better. Let's put it in a group. Ctrl G, and let's call it join us. Now also we want to bring in our phone here, and then this is it. Let's drag it in there and drag it in there like that, drag it in there like that. Okay, drag it in here like that. Okay, so I think this is better, but then the today here cannot really be seen, so it means we have to do some few minor adjustments. And guys, that is how graphic design is. Sometimes you have to just keep on tweaking it until you really get what you're looking for. Okay, now I think this is better. Okay, something like this is better. I think something like this is better. In fact, let's cut the J over here. Okay, and then let's move it there like that. Duplicate it and paste the J over here. Then bring the J here. So now the J is alone. You can see the J alone over here, and then the other one is without the J. So the J over here, let's just move it up a little bit more. That way we can bring today up as well. Y'all see how we are working. We are working with this. This is graphic designing for you guys. All right, and select all the join us, and then try and bring it down a little bit more as well. Okay, so select join us here, Ctrl J, and let's rotate it even more. Okay, enter. I also feel like the image here, we should increase it a little bit more. Okay, and push it in there. Now anybody that sees this definitely knows it's today, right? I still feel like there's more space over here on today over here, so we got to work on it. Okay, and sometimes this font does that to us, but we need to work on it. And so open your character over here. Now we are going, you can see we have the tracking here. This particular one, okay, this particular one is called the Canon. Okay, once you see a big space, not identical. Okay, so we need to close it, so move it. Y'all see how I'm doing it. Move it. Now this is what separates professionals from the amateurs. Okay, the professionals really keep track of the Canon, they keep track of the tracking, they keep track on almost everything. So that is it, and then push it down. Okay. All right, so I think this is good. This is good so far. This is good so far. All right, so that's it with the join us. And then let's put this in a group. Let's call it phone. Now I want us to zoom in, because what we're about to do is going to be very, very specific. We have to be very particular about the details. Pick rectangular tool, okay, and then just at the edge of it, move it here, just at the edge of it, click there, come here, drag it here. Now you can see I'm creating a rectangle right at the edge of all of them, like that. Now let's move it up. Now let's make it very black, just so we will know the difference. Okay, so, or even make it white, so we know if we see any black color somewhere, it means there's a problem. Okay, so you can see some black color around it. Let's click on the rectangular tool over here. Let's go to the stroke here. Let's set it to white as well. In fact, let's set the stroke to no stroke. Okay, I can see some white at the top. It means I need to move it up a little bit more. Okay, now everywhere is covered. Great, so everything is taken care of. Now I'll advise you to take a snapshot of your page on your phone. All right, and once you do that, you copy it on your PC and then you come and pick it. Okay, so let's drag it in there. So this is the snapshot of the page I want to use, guys. I believe you're all understanding me, right? So you have to make a snapshot of it, and then you just import it into Photoshop, and then drag it like that. Right click it and then create clipping mask. Now let's zoom in. Let's see how we are going to make it realistic. Alright, let's break this in a little bit more. Okay, so I feel like this looks quite realistic, and I'll close it. Alright, so we are done with the phone. We also want to bring in some details over here, the time, the date, the blah blah blah. Guys, you get it. So let's come here, let's pick the time, and then Control H to bring our lines. Click on your text tool, type over here and paste it over there, and then go to your character over here, go and look for month Sirat. Guys, I'm going to leave everything in the description for you, so you ain't gonna fret, you don't have to worry about that. And then over here, the size over here, let's see. I don't know whether we are really going to get a size correct, but then let's use 115. Let's see how it's going to be. It's too big. Let's use 20. Let's see. Control J, okay, to select it, and then let's move it like that. Let's bring it somewhere here. We also want to make everything capital letters. We also want to make from here all the way here, we want to make it bold. Well, let's make it extra bold. Excellent. Guys, remember here is 104. We also want to make it let's make it black. Now let's go here to the rectangular tool, click it, pick it up, and then let's create let's create a rectangle around it. Okay, let's drag it underneath it, and then let's hide our lines. Let's zoom in, and then let's go here. Now you can see we are not really using a definite size here. I'm not really giving you a size, we are just playing around it to see how it's going to come up. All right, now the text over here, we are going to use color black for it, but then over here the rectangle, we want to double click it, and then let's pick 059381, enter. And then you also want to make sure, go here and click over here. Now we don't want the stroke, okay, so go there, get rid of the stroke. Now you want to hold control and click over here of the rectangle, and then you want to come here and click over here at the time. Go here and pick your move tool, and then you want to click over here to get it in the middle. Click over here as well to get it in the middle as well. Control D to deselect it, and then that is it. Now Control H to bring about everything. I think this is quite better, right? Let's put it in a group. Let's call it time. Now duplicate it and then bring it down here. I feel like the space here is quite small. We'll have to work on it though. So let's call this date. All right, and then let's go and pick Monday. Let's open it and let's paste Monday in there. Down here as well, let's go here and pick Tuesday. Let's paste Tuesday there as well. Let's scroll down. Okay, and we cannot really see it, so let's move it up. As it's too big. Okay, so click over here on Monday and Tuesday. Go here to your character, and then let's work over here. Let's set the leading here to 30. Let's see. Great. If let's set it to 25. Let's see. Excellent. All right, let's move it up, and then over here at the rectangle, Control T, hold Shift and drag the side down, and then hold Shift, and then but let's leave it like that. Over here, Control T, and then let's drag it in there. Let's see how it's going to be. Excellent. The rectangle here, Control T, hold Shift and drag this side in there. Okay, now what we are going to do is just another simple thing. Make sure you hold Control and click over here. Click over here as well. Okay, make sure this is selected. Go to your move tool, click here in the middle here, click here in the middle here as well. Control D to deselect it. I want to make sure everything is showing. Okay, Control I. Right, now let's bring Ignite. Let's send Ignite up a little bit more until it hits exactly. We are definitely not going to print it, so it doesn't matter how close it is to the edge. Let's send Join Us also up as well. Okay, and then the phone, let's bring the phone this side as well. Okay, and then the time, and then the date, let's push it up also as well. Great. And then I feel like the date should come down a little bit more, and then let's zoom in, and then control let's click on T, the text to type over here. Let's bring in the rest of the details. Let's bring in this and every, and then let's paste it there. Now I'm on Shirat here, but we are going to use a lighter version of the font. Okay, so we are going to use medium, and then we are also going to make sure that it is not caps. Great. And then the tracking here is going to be 0. Here is going to be 104. Over here, let's give it this code, E33B20. Click on OK. All right, and then let's click on our move tool, and then let's move it here. Okay, so now let's select, let's put it in the group. Let's call it this end. Okay, now you're selecting 1, 2, 3. Make sure your move tool is selected. Click over here, guys. Click over here this time. Distribute vertically. It's gonna make sure everything is arranged beautiful for you. Okay, and then let's see. I feel like this one needs a little bit, the date Okay, let's extend the rectangle a little bit. Hold shift and then extend the rectangle a little bit. And then over here, click on Monday here, go to character over here. The leading, let's boost it up a little bit more. Okay, so let's give it 23 and then here 25, I think so. All right, now you can see there's a little much better space there. You know how we do the drill already. Control click here and then click on move to. Here is selected, and then here and then here. Okay, Control D. Okay, so it looks good. Let's select the 3 of them again, and then let's click here to distribute it well. I feel like now this is great. So we are done with everything now. We also want to bring in let's give this one a different color. Guys, what do you think? The date, this color, let's give it a different color. Let's give it FF7949. Yeah, let's give it a different color. And we cannot really see it well. Okay, we can't really see it well. So what we are going to do is let's go to the background here. Let's click on our ellipse tool and then hold shift and then draw a very perfect circle. Make sure this is off, the stroke is off, the fill, let's give it color white. Okay, click on your move tool and then move it in there like that. Guys, what do you think? All of a sudden it's beginning to become nice, right? It's becoming legible. Now we can see the writings over here. Duplicate it, Control T, and then let's resize it, move it somewhere here. But then over here you want to double click it and pick this yellow. Okay, now we are done with the background. We don't need the background again. No, we are done with everything. I want us to come back here to the shapes here. Let's pick rectangular 2 and then let's drag something there like that. Okay, let's move it up. Click on your move to and then you can now move it up. Okay, come back, click there and then make sure the stroke is off. Click on your move tool and then let's move it up a little bit more. Okay, so now we have this. Let's click on our text tool and let's type somewhere here, and then let's go and then let's pick let's see, which one are we picking? Let's pick this and then let's paste it there. And then I want you to come here to the paragraph and pick this one, right aligned. Go back to character and then let's see, let's set here to medium. Yes, and then let's click here, let's choose 161 F30. Let's see, it's not really standing out, and so let's pick the yellowish color for it as well. Let's see. Okay, and click on your move tool and then move it somewhere here. Control T and then let's resize it and bring it somewhere here. Let's resize it more and bring it somewhere here. I don't want this one to be caps, so let's click over here and then let's make sure we get rid of this. Yes, okay, but also it's really together too much, so let's make it maybe 15. Great, Control T and then let's resize it more again. Drag it closer. come here and pick rectangular 2 and then draw a very thin line. Okay, make sure the stroke is off. And then the fill over here, let's set it to color white. And then click on your move to and then move it in there. Create duplicate for prayers again and then move it in there. This time go to paragraph and then click over here. And then go and then pick your telephone numbers. And then double click it and then paste it there. Now click on your move to and then you can now move it in there. Now let's resize it. Enter and then let's move it up. Enter. Let's move it up. Let's move it like that. Okay, click over here and then let's choose a bold one. Exactly, and then let's see. In fact, let's also make it color white. Let's select all of them. Ctrl T and make sure it is in the middle. Enter. Okay, and put it in a group. Let's call it handles, or let's call it contact. Okay. Now I still feel like there's more to be done. Let's resize these ones. These 3 things. Let's resize it. Let's resize it. It's too big. Let's resize it. Let's zoom in. Control H. You can see it still falls on the line. Yeah, that is good. Bring it somewhere here. Okay. And then let's go and bring this Facebook Live. Drag it in there. Resize it. Click on the move tool and then move it in there. You know, move it in there like that. Let's go for YouTube as well. There's it. Bring it in there as well. Now guys, there was something in graphic design called consistency. Okay, you want things to be consistent. Okay, one of the things we want to be consistent in is the size. Okay, we need to be consistent in the size, so let's drag it there. We want to make sure the size is the same or almost the same. Okay, exactly, and then move it there. Now let's select the 2 of them. Let's make sure it hits this side. Select the 2 of them and then now we can make it like that. Drag it here. And then let's pick this and then let's type over here. Let's copy it. Click on your text tool over here and then type over here and then paste it. Now Ctrl T to select it and to transform it and then move it like that. We want to move it until it hits here. Exactly, and then move it down. Now you can see we can't really see it, so let's come here as well. Come and pick this color. All right, now we don't want it to be too bold like this, and so what we are going to do is we are going to this side and then let's make it medium. Okay, that is it. Medium is good, and then let's close it. Now this is the thing, you want this and this should be in the, let's call it logos or even icons. Okay, and then to 1, 2, let's open this and this. Okay, you can see these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, want it to be equal spacing around it. Equal spacing. Alright, so let's click on our move tool and then over here the vertical distribution over here. Let's click on it. Okay, now it automatically does it for us. So we are now done. Let's put this and this in a group. Let's call it handles. That one, let's call it handles. And then we can select the 4 of them and drag it up a little bit more, you know. And guys, we are almost done with it. What I want us to do now is simply this. I want us to go here, okay, and then I want us to Control Alt Shift E to create this for us. Then I want us to go here to the blending modes. Let's click on soft light. Once we click on soft light, you know, the colors become very boosted, and that's it. That is how you create this particular kind of flyer. And if you love this video, please hit the bell icon and subscribe to this channel. Okay, and then there are also more PSDs that I'm giving out. I want you to check the description. You find the link over there. It's a seller link to lead you to where you can get a lot of PSD bundles for your quick project. Now, if you want to learn some basic things in graphic designing and even a few advanced stuff, all right, teach you how the professionals actually design and what they use and how they go about it, all the information the professionals know. If you want to be a better graphic designer, there's a course that you can actually take, very affordable. Kindly check the description. Is a peanut. Just check the description. If you can afford it, you just take it, and it will change the way you design. See you in the next video.